Hello, how's it going? I just wanted to make a quick video of my Iceland exhibition before some of the pieces go off to their new homes and get moved around. And some of you asked me to just do a quick walkthrough and talk about some of the pieces. So here we are. So this is where I'll start. This one is called Midnight Glaciers. This piece is about driving through Iceland at nighttime with hardly any streetlights, seeing massive mountains looming, which were just like big mounds of dark black coming up either side of the car, going through mountain ranges and valleys. And you know they're there because they're very present and they're huge, but you can't really make them out. And yeah, I just wanted to get some of those colours and maybe hint at the northern lights. So yeah, that one is Midnight Glaciers. And then moving on to this one over here, Twilight in Varmalio. And that's where we stayed, and it was such a beautiful place. It was full of horses, indigenous Icelandic horses, and gorgeous light, beautiful sky, very, very cold. And as you can see, all of this down here is the ice. And up the top you can see the pink ethereal light. We saw really beautiful sunsets, and just before the sun went down at twilight, a mist came up and just created that beautiful light that I love so much, that is very unique to Iceland. Moving on to peace. So peace is literally about peace, and there's this sense of peace that I get when I'm in Iceland. It's just yeah, it's just a place where my head feels really clear, and I wanted to put that on a canvas in a way, just a kind of aspect of that. And there's this sweeping sky, and then all the different colours, the earthy tones of the land. So yeah, tried to capture something that when you look at it you feel an element of peace. Moving on. These pieces I finished only a couple of weeks ago, as in the two big ones. And yeah, this one here, Northern Lights, it looks a little different to this. I thought I'd finished it, and then I went back at it again and changed it up because it was a bit too literal for me before, and it's now a little bit more abstract, so I was happier with it. But yeah, then this is the Northern Lights, and has all those colours, those luminous yellows and greens, and the only colour I didn't put in there that you do see when you see the Northern Lights is the violet, the purple. But yeah, so really straightforward. It's just the Northern Lights against the mountains, which I saw twice. It was absolutely incredible. And over here, two little ones. They were me experimenting with texture paste, and then they came out like that, which I thought was quite cool. They're called Ice 1 and Ice 2. And then this last piece here is Icelandic Storm. So when I painted this one, I was definitely thinking of an Icelandic Storm, in that it's intense and there's this contrast and this almost like war between the sun wanting to come out and the storm raging. And when you're by the sea and that's happening, you've got the pull of the waves. It's all very dramatic, and yeah, so that's what that one's about. Moving on over here. So this piece here, Skagafora, I don't know if I've pronounced that right, so apologies if you know I have not. But this piece was inspired by that place, and it has the sand built into the canvas. So I rubbed sand into the texture paste, and yeah, I just wanted to create that texture of the beach and the ground. It's like that harsh line of the land, and then the expanse of the sky. And up here we have Golden Hour. So Golden Hour is quite different to the other pieces because it's very bright and yellow, and there's lots of blue in the others. But this piece I actually did after I went to Iceland the first time. And so it was made a couple of years ago, whereas all the others were made last year or this year. But this piece here, I pulled it out of a touring exhibition because I really wanted it in, because I remember so well these colours and painting this when we were watching the sun go down at golden hour on the beach in the south of Iceland, and these incredible colours that just get sprung up and painted across the sky. Moving down to these little ones. So these three, they can come together or they can come separately. They're called From Behind a Waterfall 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3. And they are quite literally the view from behind a waterfall. So if you stand behind a waterfall and you look through and you see through to the other side, there's some crazy colours and effects that happen. And I did that the first time I went to Iceland, and I've never forgot it because it's really fun. Really cold and really fun. And yeah, it's just getting that feeling of standing behind, looking through and seeing all of the wall of water and then glimpsing through to the other side. Last piece over here is called Forest Light, and I love green. Green is my favourite colour, and it's something that gives me peace of mind and makes me feel positive, and it's new life, and this just represents new life when you see the new life growing in the trees, on the mountains, the pine trees, and they poke through all of the grey and all of the white. These three pieces here propped up are Morning Mist, Refresh and Icelandic Palette, and they're mostly about colour and about the colour palettes in Iceland, especially this one to the right over here, Icelandic Palette, and it's just about that beautiful mix of pink and blue and green, and the serenity that gives, and yeah, just the colours that you'd come away with after you've been in Iceland, and trigger all of those memories. And then I have some digital prints. So these digital prints, they're kind of hard to see with the reflection, so I might show you them without frames on.